3 and start this one off. We will be on DE Dust 2. And so now we're here in the pistol round as we take a look at the overall setup here on the map. You've got a NOA stack. It's going to be a quick rush over here. They're going to already put some pressure over here for NAF-FLY. Assuming the backside of the site. There goes Tapson, going to lead things off. Now we're going to see a quick rotate here for the CT side. Apex with a nice start there. And now it's going to be left up to Hiko and Swag. Hiko with the 5-7 watching the flank. Swag made the call out. And so now it's going to be left up to Hiko. Hiko picking up the first NA kill. And he's going to slice and dice his way, picking up the last kill and $1,500. And Olafmeister got a little jealous there at the end.
Yeah,
but so now it's going to be 1-0 as the Europeans, they take that first one.
Yeah, and just early dominance. Once they enter that bomb site and they get those first 2 picks, North America wasn't prepared to stop any of that. And once that bomb site was lost, it was just over. But a little bit of disrespect to that knife.
Well, going in, they were able to pick up 4 kills without being contested until Hiko finally got that 1 kill. So especially how they were set up, they were able to wrap around, get that knife kill in the back, and we'll see how this one starts to pan out here. You've got Swag here on the back side. He's grouped up there with nothing, smoking up off the top there. Of course, the CZs are out, so this is really anybody's game. As you can see, Hiko's brought out the scout. Now we're back over here with Tapson. Looking at the setup now. Still pushing in, left up to Pasha. Pasha has a scout of his own. Down to this 1-on-2, tapping away. He's caused a little bit of damage there. And Crossing finishing the job now. 1:07 left to play here. And Pasha, he's going to get the return on the knife. Or make that nothing onto Pasha. And so now, score is 1-1, and so is the ratio on the number of kills here for both of these teams.
So much confidence, nothing, just holding his knife out, just hoping that Pasha wasn't going to check that spot to swing out and get the retribution for the last knife.
And so we'll see what they end up doing here. Of course, we saw the CZs. They were brought out there as well as a scout there from Hiko. And so we'll see if Pasha can do it again. Now he's got scout for himself as well. As he's going to be pushing over here towards the long A side. You got 3 players that are, or make that 2 players, pushing over against being contested by Warden and Hiko. And there's going to go Warden. He's going to fall. Olafmeister coming back around from the top A side. But the bomb is just lurking about here inside the tunnel. Is going to work back around here. Spots one out in the open. Going to try to be able to contest there against nothing. And Snacks picks up the knife kill. So now we'll just keep track of the knife kills. As right now that's 2-1 in favor of the Europeans. And now NAF-FLY, he's going to fall into the action, into the pit, and get taken out. And left up to this 1-on-2. And Pasha will finish job. So right now, every single round, we've at least seen 1 knife kill.
A lot of sword fighting going on. I like it, though. They're having some fun going for those knives.
That's a good way to start things off here. Especially how we, like to have fun. One of the things I always talk about when we get the chance to come to an ESEA LAN is really it's about the tournament experience. It's really about the competitors. Look, we can see that nothing is going to start. He's set himself up inside of the smoke. He does have his knife out, and he'll get quickly taken down there. Be checking back over here to Hiko. Hiko, he's going to get dropped by Pasha. Now back over to Swag. Swag holding down over there towards Catwalk. He has Warden that's over there towards the CT side. Just going to be going back and forth as Warden will pick up one inside of mid. That was the bomb carrier. And so now he's going to get dropped there. The first round that we didn't see a knife kill, but the score now is going to be 3-1 here in favor of the Europeans.
Right, and now you're going to see a full save out of the North American team, and you're going to start seeing some typical gun rounds building up to that, even though Nothing has a lot of money from his knife kill. And you can just see these guys are having fun, and they're just taking their one-on-one battles all over the map.
So we'll see how this one starts up here.
Nothing actually bought a Colt, even though the rest of his team completely saved.
And I thought I had everything turned off before I started this one, but all right, now we got going to go ahead and start to push over there. We got 1 quick headshot there by Apex. That's going to clear out the bomb site. They're going to be rotating back around. We got 1 there inside a CT spawn. Spam down 1, looking for his 3rd kill, but Nothing will shut that one down. Now it's going to be left up to Warden. Warden down to a 1 versus 4 now, and he'll get taken out as well. So 4-1 right now. Europeans leading. They were able to pick up the 2nd round. So now we'll see what happens here in this round here.
First typical gun round. So you know, the Europeans have been taking these rounds pretty quickly and pretty aggressively. So I'd look for, you know, maybe a push by the North American squad to try to throw them off some of those fast strats. And you see here that they took that long A control as the European team's kind of trying to work up this catwalk right now. Try and take advantage of maybe just having only one defender here in that A bomb site because they know if Hiko gets a quick kill. And Warden's left alone in this A bomb site and has only manages to get one before he gets traded out. But now they have to deal with the cross the cat, and Swag takes one down real quick.
All right, so now we've got Olafmeister right up top, down to this 1-on-3. And he's going to get taken around from the from Cat, and that's going to pick up that one. So now we've got a 4-2 score here. And we go ahead and bring it to the casters if it's possible. Yeah, bring it in studio here. I'm going to kind of fix some things here on the setting side while we're in the tournaments now. So take that out, that one. Appreciate all the invites. But there we go. So now we should be all good there. And so we can go ahead and hop back into the game now. And so we'll take a look here as they're may have to change some other settings here now. But we've got looking at the setup overall, we've got NAF-FLY playing over there inside of B like he has been. Nothing going to be rotating back and forth. And you also have Warden and Swag. But there you have his Snacks in the backside picking off NAF-FLY.
Maintaining mid control at the same time as well.
So let's go look. We've got right now one player that's going to be pushing up there inside of mid. They've smoked off over there. Nothing's in a really tough spot right now. He's just going to go ahead and push out, rely on his teammate, and that's just not the right choice there as Warden falls, and so will Nothing. So now it's going to be left up to Hiko and Swag. And take a look on the other side. And we're back over here with Snacks. Snacks taking a peek over the top there. We'll spot one inside the side. There's going to be a second kill here in the round. And so now it's going to be left up to Hiko. Look out, lurking about is going to be Olafmeister, and he will come around from the backside. Picks up 3 in the round, and so now the score is going to be 5-2. In favor of the Europeans.
I was hoping he was going to go for their third knife kill on that European side. He was like a shark up there just lurking in the waters.
So we'll see. We've got right now. It's, got the way that we're looking at right now, they're going to be heading over there towards the B bomb site quickly, hopping on board here with NAF-FLY. This is a save round here for the North Americans. Nothing's going to fall quickly, and so will NAF-FLY. So now it's going to be left up to a 3-on-5 as they're going to quickly rotate here. And we'll see what happens here. That's going to finish things off there as Apex is going to fall.
We're having kind of a full buy from the CTs with 2 FAMAs though, and it's going to be a lot on Swag with that off. He's their only like a really heavy weaponry to kind of force some early picks for the North American team. And he does get that opening pick onto Olafmeister.
Yeah, let's see here. So now we've got as we're going to be setting up here. They're going to be heading over there towards long A right now. Back over with Snacks. Got one player inside of Pit as Snacks going to continue to push up over here. He's got 2 players to worry about. There's one inside of the site. You saw him cross there just on the edge. We will have one player lurking about there inside of mid. That's going to be Tabson as he will make his way through. Back over here with Swag. Swag, he gets peeked out. He's going to get dropped there by Pasha. Snacks still watching from afar. Warden in a really tough spot there. And so now it's going to be down to a 2-on-3. Going to be pushing here towards that site. As Tapson's going to worry about the flank here. Bomb hasn't got planted yet. 40 seconds left. A lot of time on the round here. So now the bomb is gotten planted. We'll see what they decide to do here. And there's, of course, they're going to go ahead and molly off. That's going to force them to retreat back, and the Europeans will pick up another round right now. So the score is going to be 7-2, and we'll see what they continue to do here, as they really have been playing extremely well so far.
Right, we're winning all their battles. You know, we haven't seen a North American player really able to hold his own quite yet, and just some of that miscommunication of being, you know, mixed teams is working out in the favor of Europe, with North Americans looking a little disorganized in that A bomb site, some lack of communication on who's guarding what, letting the European players take a lot of map control, and then just kind of having their way wherever they go.
All right, so we're getting back here into the game now. Score again 7-2 right now. And so far, see what they decide to do on the North American side. Of course, they will. We can see that they have the 2 weapons that they saved, and both of which, I mean, it just really shows how affected the economy has been here for these players. And so right now, they got a quick push out there inside of mid. You got Pasha, who's going to be causing some damage here in just a moment, but Apex already picked up the first one. There's a quick little kill there into NAF-FLY. And so far, they've just found all of the right entries, but here comes nothing, picks up one. We'll see. Swag going to be lurking about now, spamming through, and he will get taken down. That's going to be left up to nothing. He saved this M4 from the previous round. He will not carry it over into the next one. So now score is going to be 8-2 in favor of the European All-Stars.
Right, and I think in these All-Star games with these put-together teams, sometimes it does help the terrorist side. You know, it can send more people one way, and you don't need to be nearly as organized and be able to communicate if you're just piling 3 out mid or 3 out long at a time. So this is something that probably isn't too worrisome for North America, because they know that they're going to get that opportunity in the next half.
So right now you can look over on your right side of your screen. You'll see that the Europeans actually decided, they've elected to go with the 3-op setup. And Olaf Monster, he was taken out with one of his ops from Hiko, who pushed up there towards Cat. Right now they got one player that's heading over there towards long A. Apex, some nice pop shots, picked up 2. He's looking for his 3rd one, as NAF-FLY was right there over on the cross. And they're going back and forth now. You know, one of the things that you can take from this as well in the All-Star game, it's a good way to start getting warmed up. You get to feel the mechanics and just kind of get yourself back into the environment. One of the things, though, I want to talk with you about, we don't have to talk about it during this game, but really, is these pro players have been playing back-to-back tournaments, and we'll talk about how much of an impact that really makes on these players and all the traveling and everything that goes into that as well.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So you can see they're going to decide to go ahead and save the these M4s again. Nothing is, he has, of course, no fear at all, and finally will get taken down there by NAF-FLY, or by Pasha, and NAF-FLY will be the last player alive. He will save his M4, maybe. And he will pick up that kill, but so far as you take a look at the economy here for these players, he will be able to drop the M4 to Hiko. Hiko can buy full armor, full nades. And so right now we're going to see kind of, they're kind of sparingly buy what they can, which will end up in a result with 2 FAMASas and 3 players with just body armor, but this late in the game it really doesn't make a difference.
And NAF actually got tabbed on the crossing, which could be an issue with this early B pressure from these guys. He's been having a tough time holding that B bomb site, and you know, getting knocked down to 20 HP doesn't help at all.
Yeah, one of the things that we've finally seen is they've moved NAF-FLY over there towards middle now, and have nothing holding down that B bomb site. But let's take a look over here towards. We got one player that's going to be flanking right now. They've cleared out the long A, they know for a fact, but they didn't spawn over there towards. Doesn't know whether or not they're going to be heading over there towards Catwalk. So we'll be on the lookout for Warden here on the flank here as he spots one, sprays down one, but now he's completely given away his position as Hiko's going to be right there. They're really in a tough spot as they got crushed there in that angle. As we take a look here, again, you have Warden who is going to be pushing up here towards this side, and then you have Hiko and his partner that's going to be over on the other side, and they're just going to be able to lock them down in this corner over here.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And it was those quick, aggressive flanks. You know, not being able to hold it, you know, Warden felt, you know, maybe he's not hearing anything push out that long, try and make some play, and he did for his team, and even had the follow-up with NAF on the quick flank to help trade Warden's death out.
As we'll take a look, they've got 2 players pushing over there. And just a default setup now from the Europeans. Apex just winning every one of those battles over there towards Long A. Right now you've got Wardens who's going to be pushing up here in just a moment, and Apex picks up his second so far. As we take a look here, you got the bomb carrier. Pasha's going to be head over there towards Catwalk. He has his teammate Apex going to try to clear it over there towards Long A, and tapping is going to be Snacks there from the B bomb site. So a plan of attack, spread and kill.
And they're so spread out that the North Americans can't get a grip on where they need to focus that defense. They had, you know, one Cat, one Long, and one B, and just able to crunch these guys. And
so now it's going to be down to a one-on-one just like that. And Pasha says, here's my CZ. And so now the score is going to be 10-3, a 7-round lead over the North Americans.
Yeah, and now they're in a situation where they kind of have to force the save for that last round to make the half 4-11 for the North American team.
So we'll see how they decide to set up here. They've got CZs. They've lost so many rounds in a row. We can take a look at there. You've got right there a section of 5 rounds in a row. They reset their money in round 12. And so that's why they're completely broke. They elect to go ahead and set up a 4-man stack over here towards this bomb site, causing some damage. Now they've taken out 2 players, but look out inside of mid. Nothing was trying to hold down that area. And right now they know, or at least have an idea, that there are multiple members over there towards the B bomb site. And it may have been enough of a call out that the A bomb site is completely clear. As we can see, Pasha's made his way here, but the North Americans do have 3 AKs in hand. Got Hiko going to be pushing over here. Pasha picks up one on the cross. There is one player inside of the CT spawn. That's going to be Snacks. Of course, these 2 players have worked with each other quite a bit, and they both will get taken out. And so now we're going to see possibly a 4-10 rushing around, trying to get up there as quick as possible. And he will get the defuse. 4-10 is going to be the score now in favor of the Europeans, and they're trying to get whatever round they can.
Yes, and they're going to love it if they end up this half with 5 rounds. That's going to be great for them. With the way it started, they're going to be so happy they got away with 5.
And so we'll see what they have here in their bank. Of course, picking off Pasha, that dropped an AWP, so Warden has an op in hand as well as swag, so we'll pay attention to those. But we'll focus here over on Pasha, see if he decides to get a quick pick. Must have had that long A spawn. And so wrap back around. He's got the cross now, but there will not be a single player there. And there's going to be swag. He got boosted over the smoke to be able to get that pick over on top of Catwalk. And so now you've got one player. That's going to be Warden, who's going to try to hold down over there towards long A. He's got multiple players to worry about, and one of which was Pasha. They're going to go ahead and start to push here towards the site now. Hiko, he's going to get taken down. Got a flank happening right now. Going to head over there towards. Got NAF-FLY's picked up one. Now going to be down to a 3-on-3. You've got 2 players heading over there towards Catwalk. 1 to worry about. That's going to be nothing. So they're all stuck there inside the site. They don't have to worry about any of the angles. And now Tapson finds an opening. He's going to go ahead and take his exit. That's going to help him out later in the round. Down to this 2-on-2. Snacks really in a tough spot. He's going to get taken down. Now Tapson on the flank. He picks off swag. Now it's going to be left up here to nothing. He's going to push here inside the site, trying to be able to get the defuse. Not going to be able to draw him out here. And that's going to go to do it there as he picks up the pop flash, picks up the kill and the round. And so 11-4 is going to be the first half score here over the North Americans.
Yeah, and a really nice play by Tapson, actually. Understand they're all stuck in that bomb site. That's a bad place to be getting crunched. Drops into spawn and flanks Catwalk and makes a play of his own. So really well done by him to win that last round for the Europeans.
Again, they were, like you mentioned, they were trapped inside the A side. And on the CT side, or the North American side, they knew that they were trapped inside of the A-bomb side. They were coming from long A, they were coming from Catwalk. They've cleared out both of those areas. And then easily enough, you saw Tapson, he found an opening, and he took it.
Right. It was just a really smart play by him. And really good job even by his teammates just to get, 1 or 2 kills here when they were stuck in that bomb site, surrounded by smoke, flashes. Just really good play from the Europeans that whole half.
One of the things I will like to mention is how strong that Apex was getting every one of those opening kills over there towards long A. I mean, yes. He won every gun battle that at least I had seen.
Right, whether it was working into the cave and getting some kills on players pushing into it, or even just walking up long and getting those 2 picks on the A bomb site and on Catwalk that round, he did great.
As we're getting the players ready. Really don't know if the Rocky music really got them amped up to be able to play this game.
Well, Rocky did spend most of those movies getting beat up for the first couple rounds, and he always comes back in the end.
That is it's the comeback way, which most NA teams are known for. Of course, typically the NA teams usually start off their matches losing in the beginning. We usually try to fight back. I think that's our motto now.
Hey, Cloud9 always has those magical comeback wins, so they got 2 players here. Maybe they can keep that positivity up.
2 very strong players. Of course, you have Nothing, who has such a long history of being a successful player. But look out, you already have a push up here. Pasha's going to be pushing around here towards the tunnels. Now, Hiko did get the pick on Apex, so he may have made the call there inside, but there's going to be one player trying to look around. That was Snacks, who was grouped up with his opponent there. And so now it's going to be left up to Nothing and NAF-FLY. NAF-FLY does pick up one, down to a 2-on-2. NAF-FLY playing very aggressive right now. And look out for the flank. That's going to be Pasha. Pasha takes down the bomb carrier. NAF-FLY's picked up 2 kills here in the round. And now it's going to be left up here to Pasha. So they've got this 1-on-1. And NAF-FLY watching the wrong corner there. But he does have the health advantage here. And going to be pushing back around. Pasha just toying with him. He's going to chase after this kill right now. And kind of try to draw him out there with the noise. 50 seconds, lots of time here. And it looks like he's going to go ahead and decide to plant here towards the back of the site. Pasha still waiting, didn't want to push out too far. And so there's going to Pasha now is going to be wrapping back around, missing every shot so far. He's down to 11 health. He has not connected, and he will not get the chance to. And so Pasha, he ends up winning it, and that was a much-needed pistol round for the North Americans.
And it looked so good for a while there. It looked really good. You know, they tried to draw some attention to the middle and hit B, and they actually got into that B bomb site. It was those quick flanks, and then Pasha using his experience to kind of outduel NAF.
He had so many chances to take him out.
He did.
It's in the end, you just need to be calm, cool, and collected. The fact is he knew that Pasha had low health. He pushed out with the burst fire. You saw that, and so that typically means that you think that the other player is low on health. And so from there, you saw that he decided to push in, and then from there, all he had to do is just make that easy shot. But now we're going to see a quick 5-man rush over here towards the bomb site. You've got Pasha from up top. He's picked up one. Look out, there's going to be Snacks, his teammate there from Virtus Pro. And so now it's going to be left up to a 2-on-3. And there it goes. Apex finished off the last 2. And so 13-4. And so now the North Americans, they have a long road to go. Maybe they saw something in the seedings and where they wanted to be. I don't know.
Right, a magic 8-ball, baby. Because, I mean, now they don't even have the money anymore with that B rush, with the full buy. Yeah, they've got a big hole to dig out of. Rocky's not looking so good right now.
All right, so we'll see what kind of smokes and flashes they like to use here. And they got one flash. We'll take advantage of it. That's for your quick little pop over the top. And so Olaf Meister picks up the first one, or picks up the second there, as in a trade there between Pasha and Hiko. And then we do have one player going to be lurking down in the tunnels right now. That's going to be Snacks. Snacks got that Mag 7 right around the corner. Oh, we may have seen another knife kill, but and so now Hiko will pick up that one. Now it's going to be down to this 3-on-3. They will pick up, Hiko did pick up an M4 from that trade with Pasha. And so now they have an M4, Mag 7, and a CZ. But let's take a look here, because the reality is the bomb is over here with these 2 players. That's Olaf Meister and Tapson. And they can rely on Apex, who's up there inside of the A site, to give them that much necessary cover there.
Right, it's going to be all on Hiko to try and he needs to get one of these kills here with this Colt to kind of help the North Americans gain some ground somewhere on the map.
NAF-FLY, 40 seconds left. Still a lot of time to work with now. Olaf Meister picking up one. Swag comes out. He picks up that one, and now it's going to be left up tier to Hiko. Hiko down to this 1-on-2. Apex has actually moved back with his teammate over there towards Long A, and we'll see. He actually turns away at the wrong time. And now Olaf Meister, who's picked up 3. They both have 3 kills each. And now it's Olaf Meister and Hiko, and that flash did its job. And so now scores a 14-4 10-round lead here in favor of the Europeans.
It wasn't just the flash. It was the half peek he did to kind of freeze Hiko from turning away from the flash. You know, keeping his attention in that direction. And then that flash pops, and Hiko's got nothing he can do.
That's why you're here, Jason.
That's what I do.
Give that type of insight right there. So we'll see what this happens on the quick boost. They're going to go ahead and push quickly there. That's going to be Apex with him. We'll hop on board with Apex. Apex pushes out there. He's got his teammate, though, to be able to help out. That's Olive Meister smoking off over there towards Catwalk. Now going to check over there down towards the lower B tunnels. He will make his way out of there. They are not going to chase after him. So just a 1-for-1 trade, and now Pasha says, no, let me kind of change things. Another trade now, though. Heading over here towards Catwalk. Olive Meister has the angle. Flash over the top, and NAF-FLY pushing through. Now it's going to be left up to Tapson and Snacks. Maybe pushing there towards the site. Bomb will be planted now as they cleared out with that fire first to make sure the site was clear. So now they're really trying to make sure they win this round. Of course, they don't want to end up in an OT, so.
Naf's in a good spot here. Oh, Snacks finds him out.
Some of that nervous twitch, kind of watching too many angles at once, kind of not anchoring down and finding that spot that he needs to be in. Tapsing going to be pushing up here towards the CT spawn area, trying to utilize that CZ. He does have an op that he can take advantage of, or at least save, but of course they have so many rounds that they can eco with.
Right.
So now it's going to be 14-5. It's a tough road, a long road, not an impossible one, but I think I get paid to say that. Stick around. We still have another 30 minutes of this game. It's not going to end here in 10.
Well, you saw how easily the Europeans ran up the score so quick of those, you know, whatever, 10 straight rounds in the first half. So,
yeah. One of the things that I enjoy at times, there was in the past, you'd watch teams like SK or Fnatic where they would break the economy. They knew how to work the economy so well, and sometimes they would lose rounds just to reset the economy sometimes. And that's the debate back in the past type of idea. But Snacks starting things off, he says, you know what? Counter-Strike Global Offensive has given us weapons that we can use during eco rounds, one of which is a very cheap scout, and of course the CZ. So we'll see if he can get this headshot. He will. And so that's going to take a weapon away. And now what should have been going there in favor of the North Americans in terms of the picks. Look at that jump scout. Oh, he could have barely got that top of there. Still going for the jump scout, and the swag says the op is still stronger. And so they're going to go ahead and get that bomb planted inside of the B bomb site. They're going to be collapsing down over here towards this site, though. And so now it's left up to Hiko. Hiko's spraying and praying. And so now the score is 15-5. Game point. As that, again, was just an eco.
I mean, I don't know if you can use just an eco anymore. They're
no,
so
you
strong.
Can't. It drives me nuts.
Those scout shots by Snacks, though, were awesome.
Well, at least one of the things that I like, you know, at least with the scout, you have to make a very accurate and you have to make that shot. Now, the jumping scout, that's a little bit different, but at least with the scout, you have to make the shot. So that's fine with them lowering the price of that. But the CZ is one of my big pet peeves, or one of the things that drive me nuts right now with Counter-Strike.
Strong weapon. That's certain.
$500 rifles. Now we've got Tapson, who's watching over here towards Long A. There's going to be a quick flank that's happening right now. And look at this. Snack says, thank you, I'll take one. Can we make it another? And he's going to go ahead and finish things off there. That's going to basically close the book on this game. As Apex on the flank picks up that's 4 knife kills during that game.
Yes.
If you're keeping tally, if you're old enough, you're older 21, or over in Europe, you're older than 18. You set up yourself a drinking game. You have to chug your beer 4 times now. Oh, make it 5! Make it 5. Oh man, starting
what a
early.
way to end it.
Starting early. That's one of the ways to be able to start off the games, and then that's a good way to be able to put the exclamation point there. But really, just a demoralizing factor there in the All-Star game, and you just hope as a North American that that's not a preview of what's to come.